Hey YouTube, this is Orion making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button and also please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is just an update video of a recent acquisition. I recently did a overview video of the WE910 037 for review, sent to me by True Talent. And to be honest, I liked the model so much, I ended up buying one. So this is an update video of my actual WE037. The WE037 that I actually bought is the bronze model. And I actually call this one, it's antique bronze. In the right light, it sometimes looks quite dirty, but that's just because it's been stonewashed and pre-distressed. But the bronze comes out, and it, to be honest, when I first pulled it out of its zipper case, I thought, oh, I didn't really like it at all. And then I looked at it and played with it, and it's really growing on me. I'm starting to really like it. It just looks like a really good user finish. And this is going to be, with my Max Ace Corvus 2, this is going to be one of my user M390s, because that's basically what it was. I'll have no fear of using it for just about any task. I won't be babying it, put it that way. And all I've done, added a lanyard, and on ABF, Australian Blade Forum, Tinbasher makes up these lanyards, which are 357 Magnum cases, cut down and then put in it. And I thought the symmetry between 037 and 357, it's a little bit of a stretch, but anyway, I thought that it seemed to tickle my fancy, and I just put that snake knot lanyard on it. I think it suits the knife quite well. A little bit of a contrast. I do try to match the lanyards and the knife itself with the finish, but that lanyard there suits it. And this was quite an interesting exercise, because I wanted to see the difference between samples. And I had a blue one, was the review knife, and I sent that back to True Talon the other day. And this one turned up, and I wanted to see how WE's quality control goes, because True Talon doesn't handpick his knives for me. He just sends a sample out to me, because they're always in sealed packets, and you can tell they haven't been opened since factory. So I know that they are just whichever ones are set for samples, and they send them out to me. And this was a good exercise in seeing their quality control. And I'm happy to report this is almost exactly the same as the other one. Lockup is really good. Full length of the lock bar insert, which was exactly the same as the other one was. The fit and finish is all the same. The anodizing over the stonewash, it all feels the same. It's all centered. No lock, rock or blade play. Keenness was about the same, just on shaving sharp, and I stropped it, and it shaves shaving sharp now, and I haven't done a lot of cutting with it. I only got it the other day, yesterday. So, but I did cut with the other one, and it's quite thin stock. It's 3.5 mil stock, so it's not that thin, but it diminishes quite rapidly, so down to a fine point, and that flat grind really chews through things. Usable choil. Yeah, overall I was very impressed. Flipping action's the same. It's snappy. You can wiggle it shut. I have added nano oil to the pivot. I didn't take it apart. Apparently they Loctite the tab lock construction, so until I have to take it apart, I'll just, because you can if you actually look in there, you can actually see the bearings in there, or part of it anyway. So I just dropped a bit of nano oil in there and then worked it in, and it's even smoother than it was before now. But I'm quite impressed with this knife. I really liked it. It suits my hand. It's a big knife, but like got bits hanging over. So lots of options. Just a great user with a finish that will hide marks on here, so you won't see it. It's already been pre-distressed, so it'll hide marks. And this satin finish that they've done on this blade is very well done. It's beautiful. And I found normally when you're cutting with these knives, especially through cardboard that's got sticky tape on it, you'll get a lot of that residue left on the knife. And this one didn't seem to pick it up very much, and what little residue that was left on the blade after I did a heap of cutting with it washed off really easily. I didn't even actually have to hit it with methylated spirits to get it off. I just bit of warm soapy water, wiped it off, and it came off really well. So I'm really impressed with it. And just the quality control from WE is right up there. They're producing knives, like they're in their runs, they're producing the same knife to almost exactly the same specifications, the same detent, same flipping action, same lockup. Fit and finish is always, WE just is first rate with their fit and finish. They finish it everything off. There are no sharp bits or anything like that. They always contour. They do contouring, and sometimes they do this intricate milling work, which I like. Because these, I mentioned with the original 037 that I had, tend to be the frame lock flippers, titanium frame lock flippers tend to be a little bit slippery, but the way it's been constructed, it locks you in. Your finger hits that jimping, and then when you go up onto the blade, you've got no fear. That choil's big enough to fit even my big fingers, and you can really choke down, cut with it like that. And I did see Nick Shabazz did say, I think it was Nick, I'm sorry if it wasn't, but yeah, no, it wasn't, sorry, it wasn't Nick. I apologise about that. It was Banter 247 mentioned that with this choil, you're putting, the blade is quite a bit away from where your hands are, so you're cutting out here. And I have to agree that is a little bit of an issue. And I did find it did tend to bunch a bit as you're cutting. The cardboard often fell into the choil, which basically halted the cut. But it's not really a big issue for me. If I ever going to do lots of cutting, I just choke up, start doing it, and that eliminates that chance, because the cardboard can't go into the choil then. And just for normal cutting, you're only cutting little bits and pieces, or using the tip or whatever, cut things. So yeah. But this is my actual one. I actually bought it, and I'm very impressed with it. It's a worthy addition to my collection. WE is quickly becoming my favourite pocket knife company. I think I've got 8 of them now. So yeah. But anyway, that's my WE910. A little bit of a ramble about it. But I just wanted to show you what WE does in the difference between samples. Anyway, thanks for watching.